Today's assembly is going to be a very special one. Some of it is a bit sad because today we bid farewell to perhaps one of the most outstanding staff members we've had at the Regent Secondary School. So it's with mixed feelings we're going to have this assembly. On one hand, it's sad to see the staff member leave us, and on the other hand, we're happy with the fact that he's moving to greater things. To start this assembly, I have the honor to invite the principal of the Regent Secondary School, Mr. Robert Franklin, to deliver a commendation regarding this captain. Mr. Franklin.
Good afternoon, everyone. As Mr. Akinola said, today's assembly is devoted to saying goodbye to a legend in his own time at the Regent School. I'm talking about Mr. King, the school registrar and head of administration, who will be leaving the school next Wednesday. It was with tremendous sadness that I learned Mr. King was planning to leave the Regent Secondary School. And I was thinking of the loss this would be to the school and also to me as the principal. I clearly remember the first time I met Mr. King. It was about 5:30 in the morning at Abuja Airport. Mr. King had come to pick up my wife and I on our arrival in Nigeria as teachers of English, to bring us to our apartment in the Regent Secondary School. I also remember that first Sunday we were here, Mr. King gave up virtually his whole day to take us on a tour of Abuja, showing us many different areas and telling us lots of interesting information about the places we visited. For me, these two simple acts speak volumes about Mr. King and his caring attitude to his duties at the school. He did not have to come to the airport in person, especially so early in the morning on a working day, and he certainly did not have to give up his Sunday to take us around. But he did both through his dedication to being the best he possibly can be in fulfilling his role. And he has been like that in everything he has done for the school. Mr. King has been a wise, dependable and trusted colleague who has always put the interests of the school and its children first. He has been an invaluable asset to have working alongside me. When I first took over the role as principal, Mr. King very humbly guided me, giving me sage advice and alerting me to things that were coming up. His advice has always been candid and honest. He is a man of great integrity, always striving to do the right thing in the right way. Mr. King has worked tirelessly in his time at the school, no matter how big or small the problem, and no matter what time of day or night. Mr. King has always been ready to help to sort it out. As we say farewell to Mr. King, we must acknowledge that the school is losing a consummate professional, a man dedicated to his profession and to the school. I will certainly miss his collegiality and his great sense of humour, which I have to say is not often found in Arsenal fans. And I will miss his kind and giving demeanour. I am sure you will all join me in wishing Mr. King the very best in his next endeavour, and all the very best for the future. Mr. King, I hope when you look back at your time at the Regent School, that you will look back with fondness. And should you return to Abuja, that you will surely come to visit us. Thank you very much for everything. We wish you every success as you move on to a new challenge and start a new chapter in your life. Thank you very much, Mr. King.
As the head boy of the Regent Secondary School, I would like to express my gratitude for all the hard work and dedication you have shown as a registrar. Your contribution to our school has made our community better, and your positivity is invaluable. You've left a lasting impact and big shoes to fill. From sending emails telling us about the upcoming event to actually organizing the event and ensuring the smooth running of the school, you've been there for us every step of the way, keeping our parents updated and a lot more. Your passion and commitment has inspired us all, and we are so grateful for everything you have done. Thank you for your service, Mr. King. Your dedication and love for the Regent Secondary School will never be forgotten. We wish you all the best in your future endeavor, and hope that you will look back on your time here with fond memories. Thank you again for everything you've done for us.
Dear Mr. Kings, I would like to thank you on behalf of the Regent Secondary School and the Regent family for your dedicated service to the school. All the sacrifices you have made to make the school what it is today will not be forgotten. You have been a valuable member of the Regent community. Your organization skills have aided you in carrying out school-related activities. You have demonstrated exemplary behavior and have set a high standard. Of course, we must not overlook your judging abilities. You are always available whenever we need you to judge a competition, both in boarding and day. I had assumed you had spent nearly 12 years at this school, until today, when I found that you have only spent 5 years. This simply demonstrates the amount of time and effort you have put into this school. I asked a few teachers what their favorite memory of you was, and one teacher mentioned how you joked about having an eviction for staff members who did not participate in the group chat. Since then, Ms. Eka calls you Big Brother and you call her Big Sister. This demonstrates the impact you have on both students and staff. You will be greatly missed, and we will never forget your contributions to this school. We wish you success in everything you do as you embark on this new chapter of your life. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's please sit back as we go down memory lane, looking at a slideshow put together by the graphic communication team.
Hello, students, parents, and staff. Mr. King, I'm standing here on behalf of the community. Mr. King is like a brother, a friend, and colleague to me. We are going to miss Mr. King because he's a team player, very intelligent. I know him first back 5 years ago. It's very funny and very straightforward. If I'm going to talk about Mr. King, it's going to be a whole lot of, it's going to take so much time. We're going to miss Mr. King. When I heard his story, it touched me. He's a very nice friend. For 5 years we have spent together, I've never had any fight with him because we have a good rapport of communication. He has supported not only the admin, he has supported the security department. He helped us to push our needs. Mr. King is a very straightforward person. He's very serious with his job. Just as the principal says, Mr. King puts his job first. Sometimes I'll leave him in the office and I'll go out and I come back, his car is still in the office. I call him, Mr. King, are you still there? He said, yes, I have some emails to send and everything. In any way, in anything he does, we have a voluntary job outside the school. He takes his time. Yesterday, we had our last patrol. We are members of the Federal Road Safety, just a volunteer. One of the staff there said something about him. That particular guy is hot-tempered. Very little thing gets him annoyed, but he spoke something about Mr. King. That Mr. King has made him so humble. That he's going to he learns a lot about Mr. King. And he's very happy to join that unit because of Mr. King. That's how Mr. King is. And outside Regent, we are friends. Mr. King is so funny that will make you laugh until you choke. That's Mr. King. He can make funny things. The admin department loves him so much because apart from we will walk and we all come together in reception, maybe we will take this office, we crack jokes and laugh like families. We are going to miss you, Mr. King. We are really going to miss you. Farewell, Mr. King. Your brother. Thank you.
I would now like to invite the representative of the senior leadership team who's going to bid farewell on behalf of the SLT, the Regent School. I would like to invite Mr. Olufemi Ogulawo to come on stage to please bid farewell to Mr. Lee.
Good afternoon, everybody. There are many things to say about Mr. King. So I want to do those things to few things. Mr. King is my very good friend. Before you can call somebody a friend, it should be that person is someone you would like to be at all time. And I want to believe that the rest of staff will share this opinion about Mr. King. He's somebody that you always want to be by his side because you know you'll be comforted. You know that by the time you make his presence, you're going to be a happier person. Then Mr. King is somebody who is readily available to support and to help, whether it is official task or it is your personal endeavor. You want something to be done for you. One thing that Mr. King will do is that he will put whatever he's doing aside and listen to you and help you. A good example of that was when I was looking for a university placement for my son. All I did was that I walked up to Mr. King. I said, Mr. King, this is the task. I leave it to you. Look for admission for my son. You know what? Mr. King went all the way to secure admission for my son. And by the time the boy got the admission, he also ensured that he settled down well in the school. So thank you, Mr. King, for this. Mr. King is an example of a very organized worker or staff of the Regent Secondary School. Many people go to Mr. King for one thing or the other, but one thing I will tell you is that most of the time Mr. King is always in his jotter or diary, jotting down whatever you want him to do for you. And talking about staff members that you don't have to remind about what to do, Mr. King is the best in that once you tell Mr. King what to do, he will get it done for you without you having to remind him about that. Those who spoke before me already mentioned that Mr. King is a very hardworking person. At times, 7 o'clock in the night, I will see the light in his office on, and I will check on him and discover that he's there. At times, 8 o'clock. On few occasions, I've seen Mr. King working 9 o'clock in the night. We want to miss Mr. King. When Mrs. Egwu left this place, a former registrar, the thinking in the mind of most of us back then was that who's going to step into the shoes of this woman? Who would do it like Mrs. Egwu? Well, I can confidently tell you that somebody came and did it like Mrs. Egwu. Probably more, but I will leave that to the individual to judge. But to me, I think Mr. King has set a new mark as far as that office is concerned. Lastly, I would say that Mr. King is a man of wisdom. He's a man of wisdom. Each time, as a person, I'm between opinions on what to do, whether official task or my own personal issue. I know that someone I can count on to judge my opinion about what I want to do, whether what I want to do is right or wrong, is Mr. King. Without telling him what I want to do, I'll just ask him. Once he says what is in my mind, that I wrote that this is what I want to do, and he's saying the same thing, I take it as a confirmation. So, Mr. King, thank you very much. We're going to miss you. And I want to thank you. Anytime you find yourself in Abuja, check on us. We appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is an honor and a rare privilege for me to stand here and say a few words about Mr. King. I have known Mr. King for about 5 years now. As a registrar, he has been fantastic, and he has brought great professionalism to his job. A very focused and highly competent person. In my opinion, he made the Regent Secondary School better than he met it, with innovative ideas, and he always pushed boundaries. He's also very passionate about his job and always had the well-being of the students at heart while protecting the school's interests. Despite being a serious-minded person, Mr. King is very approachable and friendly. All the parents can testify, and even the way he supported the FOR is very visible. Even when Mr. King is busy and under pressure, he would calmly attend to you. Sometimes I'll be in his office talking to him, and he will take a call. He would attend to the person and still come back to attend to me. And in all days, he always carried out this task in a respectable manner. Mr. King has a balanced view of things, and he was always ready to find a win-win solution. One reason why he is so endearing to us is that he is very dependable. You can trust him when he makes a promise. Even when you seek his opinion on things outside his scope of work, Mr. King would readily listen, and most times his advice works. Mr. King can keep secrets too. Mr. King is very fun to be with. As much as he loves his job, he's also very outgoing. We had a group where we went out on early morning walks in different parts of Abuja, and Mr. King was our inspiration. He was always providing fun and laughter, and he was always very punctual. It is with a heavy heart that I say that, Mr. King, we're going to miss you. I will personally miss you. And Mr. King is dear to me. I call him Bros. I've never addressed him as Mr. King. He has always been Bros to me. And you always. I will surely miss you. Change is constant in life. We wish you all the best in your next endeavor. We are confident that you will bring the same energy into this new phase of life and you're going to excel as you have done here. Finally, be assured that you have a family here. I will always be ready to welcome you. There's a token from all of us in Egwu for you.
Thank you for those very words, Mrs. Egwu. Before I call on the last speaker, I'll go over a few words that have been used to describe Mr. King Egwu. Excellence, dedication, steadfastness, humility, dependable, comforter, supportive, organized, wise, calm, balanced view, trust, confident, fun and laughter, energetic, family, and the list goes on. Ladies and gentlemen, I now have the honor to invite our proprietress, Mrs. Abdulrazak, to give forward to Mr. King.
Come over here, Mr. King. I'm not going to cry. Oh, and incidentally, what they all said. On behalf of the board, parents, staff, and students of the Regent School, we present you with a photo. Did you all know his surname ever? He's Mr. Egwu. Only Mr. Akinola called him Mr. Egwu. Everybody calls him Mr. King. King is his first name. And incidentally, it's not King, sir. It's King. Every time I wrote Dear King, autocorrect would put the King in front. I'm like, hello. I didn't ask you to correct me. Anyway, Mr. King, Mr. Egwu, from us. And before we go, I'd like to introduce you to the next Mr. King. We have got a next Mr. King. And our new registrar and head of admin, and incidentally, he's got a very unpronounceable name. You're all in trouble. Mr. Omonigo Ogenekewe. You see that Ogenekewe has a V in it. So, some people will not find it difficult to pronounce when they don't have a V in their alphabet. But he has said we can call him Mr. Kewe. So Mr. Kewe, please come up and let everybody see you. You've got a hard act to follow, but we think that you're going to meet up tall, at least when I used to stand next to him. And I wear my high shoes. We're like the same height. This one. All right, so well done, Mr. King. Thank you for everything. We know you're going to keep in touch. He's going to carry on just, talking to me for like the next 6 months or something, because I've already collected his personal email. Oh, Mr. King, what was this again? What was that again? And etc., etc. We wish you all the best in all your endeavors. We know you won't forget us. You're always going to be part of the Regent family. Well done. Look out for 3/4 of the year. It's very cold in England. They only get the sun for about a week every year. Yes, Mr. Franklin? Yes. It's going to the UK. Thank you.
I was just going to say that our new registrar, he's in the crowd. They think, what am I getting myself into? And I didn't realize he was here. So it's pretty obvious that they're very big shoes to fill. Just to mention again, for a long time we thought it was not possible to hit the admission number of 80 to 90 at a Regent school. But within a very short time, Mr. King was hitting 125 on a regular basis. Every year, admissions 125, 125. And that's to show the kind of worker Mr. Egwu has been here at the Regent Secondary School. I think he deserves a huge round. Please have a seat. For those who attend wedding ceremonies and receptions, you know it gets to a point where you have the groom respond to all the comments I have made. So at this point, I'd like to invite Mr. Egwu to say a few words before he leaves the Regent Secondary School. Mr. Egwu, please.
You know, you must be wondering why I have a piece of paper. This morning I was reminded I was supposed to do the editorial desk for the digest. And then I went into my office, sat down, and began to write. I had to rush into the bathroom. It was a very emotional one for me. And I locked my office. I'll borrow some extracts in the editorial desk that I prepared. This is not goodbye. Now, this is a difficult one for me, but I'm not going to use this medium to say my goodbyes. This morning, as I sat in my office, I could not bring myself to believe that I'm actually saying my goodbyes, and the days that clocked down to my last moments as the registrar of the Regent Secondary School at Regent. Today marks exactly 5 years and 7 months that I joined the Regent School, and this has been the most remarkable time in my professional and personal life. It has been nothing short of tremendous, eventful, amazing, and insightful. Here I have met the most amazing students, the most supportive parents, the most professional and dedicated colleagues, an indefatigable senior management team, and nothing short of an excellent board. So look no further when you come across the Regent School's mantra: excellence in everything we do. Thank you everyone for being so supportive and for your constructive criticisms that made us better as a school and I as an individual. I have no atom of doubt that the Regent School, as always, is committed to giving you and your children the best experience that will leave you craving for more. By midweek of next week, I will finally and formally pass on the baton to Mr. Ogenekere Amoniyo, the incoming registrar, or rather the one that has already come, who will be formally introduced to the school community in the digest. Seneca aptly captured this in his words when he talked about life's unending possibilities, as every new beginning comes from some other's beginning or end. It is the way of the world. This is life. There are no words to sum up exactly how I feel. Maybe I might just borrow a twin bit from Robert Salton's words to express my affinity to the Regent School and our beloved parents and students. No distance or place or lapse of time can lessen the friendship of those who thoroughly persuaded of each other's words. As I said earlier, this is not goodbye. We'll see you soon. Still a part of Regent till my dying days. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Egwu. I'd like to say a very big thank you for your service to the school. You will definitely be missed, but you know you have a home here at the Regent Secondary School. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to invite our Vice Principal Academic, Mr. Michelle Aki, to make a few academic announcements. Mr. Aki, please.
Okay, before I get to the business of what I'm here for, I'd like you to know that there's the SLT and then there's the SMT. The SMT is the senior management team. The senior management team comprises of the principal, the two vice principals, and the registrar. So we're actually on the same level, we're colleagues, Mr. Akinola, and Mr. Egwu. However, from the very first day we started working, and right up till today, Mr. Egwu will always end every sentence that he speaks to me with "sir." Thank you for waiting, sir. I'll get it done, sir. But the humility and respect you've shown me, I appreciate that. It's made me a better person. Thank you very much. I still think my dad was supernatural. At an age very similar to yours, he used to walk around the house at night like he never sleeps. Now, I'm at a similar age. And there are only two other people I know who function like that. And the two of them are sitting here. These are the only people you can guarantee will send emails at 3 a.m. in the morning or reply you at 12 midnight or 6 a.m. So we're losing one of our supernatural Regent beings. Farewell, good luck, and we'll miss your fun. Your reports are going to be issued today. Please check your inbox later on this evening and over the weekend, because traditionally we send them to you first to look for any things you think you want to flag up that you feel your teachers should have known. This does not include the fact that you knew you scored 62, but you want me to make it 78. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about genuine mistakes. So don't bombard your teachers with appeals that have nothing to do with a genuine or cogent mistake they might have made. On Monday, we'll issue them to your parents. So it's important to make sure you communicate with your teachers by email, and they'll make sure they amend or get back to you with the necessary information. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Aki. This now brings us to the end of this assembly. I would ask that we please show our respect to the state party, especially Mr. Egwu, as he makes that final work out of the assembly hall of the Regent School as the registrar of the Regent Secondary School. Please rise as we show him our respect.